So, hi everybody, welcome here. I think most of you know what is going on here. For those who wants to have the enlightenment activation, we call it, you will have the video on. And we start as usual. We start as usual with guided meditation at the same time enlightenment activation here. So we're just landing on this spot now. Closing our eyes. Leave life alone for a moment. Just sitting here, allowing this moment to be exactly as it already is. Things are rising and falling within us. Sound of this voice, maybe some bodily sensations coming and passing, maybe some feelings rising and falling, and usually thoughts, of course. Thoughts rising and falling. Now, this is usually how we live our life. Things which are just coming and going away. From morning to evening, in a continuous flow. And in this meditation, we just leave it alone. We're not interested in what is coming. We just allow this moment to be exactly as it already is. Whatever is here. Don't push anything away. We don't grab anything. Even thoughts are allowed to be here. We don't push thoughts away. We're simply not interested in them. Then they will usually subside after some time, but can they still be there in the background? So we just sit here now, allow this moment, which is now, to be exactly as it is, not interested in anything specific, and doing absolutely nothing. And the enlightenment activation will start soon here.
be on the call, you're like, no, I'm going to exit it. I'm going to exit it. You should just let that be, and it would have played at 8:30. Tell them that you can't hear them and to unmute you.
If emotions are rising, we treat them in the same way as everything else. We don't try to fix them. We don't try to ignore them or do anything with them. We just allow them to be here as everything else, including thoughts, sensations, feelings, or whatever rises of phenomenon. Just sitting here, allowing the moment to be exactly as it is, not interested in anything specific, and doing absolutely nothing. We can take 1 or 2 minutes to come out of meditation. Oh, dear friends, during this meditation, the thinking does not have so much power, maybe you have noticed. There's no idea that I have to fix my life. There is no idea about the responsible me. There is no idea that this moment is not good, it has to be improved. And there's something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. All these ideas, thinking of course, are not active during meditation. And then we see how it is when we don't believe these thoughts, especially negative thoughts about ourselves and others in life. We see this beautiful place, totally untouched by what happens in the story. A kind of vibrating alive silence or presence, whatever you want to call it. Then we come out of meditation. And then this responsible me comes back very quickly. Have you noticed? The me who needs to fix everything is grabbing attention again. I don't know where to start, but I have to fix. I have to improve the present moment. I must. This responsible me is coming back when we come out from meditation, grabs attention again. And we can sit for 40 years or our whole life in the cave sitting meditation. It doesn't help when it comes to question the beliefs. It doesn't help to make life full, which means not only meditating, right? But living in activity, being creative, being active, enjoying being with other people. And then we start to look at it. Okay, what is this responsible me then? Can we find it? And we have been doing this in both group sessions and especially in individual sessions. We are looking deeply. This responsible me, but I think I am in a story. What does it really mean? And when we look, we can't find it. Surprise! We have been looking, we have been believing in this responsible me since we were children. And when we start to look for it in detail, not only adopting it and some kind of copying from the parents and society, we can't find it, as is what we have been doing here and individual sessions, and especially on courses, which can be highly recommended, by the way. So what happens then? Okay, we can't find this responsible me because we can't find anyone creating thoughts. When we're looking at our thought process and ask the question, do I really create the thought which are coming here? No, I can't see that there's a process of creation of thoughts here. And so we don't have to go into this again. We have been going through this. We just see that this responsible me in the story has to fix. We can't find it when we look. When we look in detail. And here is the thing for today. And now it may become a little trap here. And we have seen, it's easy to go into this trap. Okay, there is no response. I'm not the responsible me in the story. I'm obviously existing, but not as the responsible me in the story. Good, then I can do what I want. Or I can just sit here on the sofa doing absolutely nothing because I'm not responsible anyway. Or I can do something nasty to the neighbor I've been thinking about so long time because I'm not responsible. This is the trap. Because it means that we have replaced one thought, you're responsible, which we have been trained to believe since childhood. We're replacing that thought with another thought. I am not responsible. But you haven't seen anything. You have not realized anything. There's no insights here. It's just copying when maybe some teacher or some book you have read. Oh, I'm not actually in reality, I'm not responsible. So this is very tricky because it can mean that you can do a lot of things, which is very nasty to other people, rude and whatever, or just sitting doing nothing, believing a new thought. First, we believe that I'm responsible. We have believed that since childhood. And now we start to believe that I'm not responsible. It's still in the thinking. You never left the thinking. So we haven't gained any knowledge. It's very good to be aware of this. Quite often we can see this. It's easy to go into it also. But just to understand that freedom, enlightenment, or whatever you call it, is beyond thinking. Nothing to do with thinking at all. And here, with the work we do here, individual sessions, in group sessions, and on courses, we're going beyond thinking, as you know. We're not interested in thinking because we can't change it. If you have the idea, you are responsible, thinking says to you, from morning to evening, more or less, in different forms. Can we really change that thought? Oh, you have been thinking wrongly. There is no responsible me here when I look. You have to change your thinking up there in the office. How much power does it have? 5 minutes? There is no responsible me. 5, 10 minutes if you're lucky. Then you go out from your apartment and meet somebody on the street, and the whole program grabs attention immediately. And if it doesn't grab attention that you are responsible me, it is they are responsible me also because everybody else is also responsible me. The idea. So how could he treat me in this way? How can he say this? So rude all the time, this neighbor. So either the old program is coming back about ourselves being responsible me, or which is the same, it's the same map, of course, that the other one is also responsible and they should behave in a certain way. Oh, yes. It's the same idea. It's just applied to other people. Um, we have to see both. Otherwise, we're not free. And when I see, so I say see both, I don't mean to change the thinking. It's not about replacing one thought. I'm not responsible. You are responsible, me. So I'm not responsible, me. That doesn't help. Nothing's happening. Still running in the thinking like a squirrel. For some reason, this has come up lately when we have working very much with people on courses and individual sessions. And so I was sharing it today. Anyone who has any questions around this or any protest maybe or want to discuss it or
Yeah. Hi.
hello Fritz, nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, I refer to this as the Advaita shuffle, where it's
Ah,
like, you know,
okay.
right? You learn some catchy phrases and then you start repeating them, and next thing you know, you're back in the hole again.
Have you
You
ever
know?
left it?
Well, maybe momentarily, but you know,
You're just running in the same place, just changing the words, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, I've done it. I've seen other people do this, so it's a familiar story.
Yeah, I did it too. It's nothing wrong with you or nothing wrong with anybody here. Just to be aware of this is quite good.
So anyway, that's about all I had to say about that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Fritz. Thank you. Someone else? So question our beliefs is not only to question our beliefs, it's a little bit deeper than that. It's to go beyond the thinking. And this is what we do when we're using these tools. We go to the present moment instead. For instance, by using a tool, when we see this responsible, to be a bit more practical here now, when we see this responsible me grabbing attention, I am responsible, then you can use a tool. Because this I'm responsible can be very big pressure on the shoulders. Create tension in the body. Uncomfortable situation. I am responsible. I have to fix this. Oh, I have to fix this. Can be very much pressure. But so knowing intellectually that actually there is no responsible me, there's one thing, there's a little bit openness there, yes, but it doesn't do the trick. We can use this, we can instead use a tool which says, okay, this responsible me is now coming to the surface, grabbing attention quite severely. So how would this moment felt, or how is this moment experienced? If there is no responsible me, just let it sink in and just wait. Just as an experiment. We're going away from the thinking. We're going away from the thinking mind. We are not replacing one thought with another thought. No, we're going away from the thinking totally and ask ourselves, How is this moment experienced? How is this moment felt in the body and the feelings when there is no responsible me? Just let it sink in and wait. And say it in your own language, of course. A very efficient tool. This is our experience by working with people for some years now. And it can also be applied to other people. Well, yes, when we have the idea that, well, there, he was so nasty all the time. How can he be so rude? Okay, I feel upset about this. He's treating me badly. But, well, if there is no responsible me there, it's not only a thought. How is this moment experienced then? How is this moment felt? When there is no responsible me in him, just let it sink in and wait. Oh, suddenly something became quite neutral. Even maybe compassion, instead of taking it so seriously and so personally as we usually do. It's just two simple tools that I mentioned here in this group. And what we, together with other tools, are using in the individual sessions, because everyone is unique, as you know. That is why we are focusing on the individual sessions, because everyone needs to have tailor-made instructions for just your case. What is your hooks in life, in daily activity, which makes you not seen that this beautiful state, your meditation, fades, vanish when we come out in daily activity. Why? If I'm totally enlightened, and you're already living in that state, why is it fading? So we have to question our beliefs. And one of the strongest beliefs is this responsible me in me and the responsible me in the others, which makes us blaming them, including our parents. Anything else for today? We have been away a little bit from each other for almost 1 month, and you have changed. Everybody has changed very much. You have a totally different energy around you now. Yeah, Håkan, you are just laughing about it. You don't believe me, no? No, but you are changing beautifully. I mean, in the right, so to speak, right direction. So we will see each other, for those who wants to, Thursday and Friday, as usual, but only focusing on enlightenment activation and the guided meditation tomorrow and Friday, half an hour. Thank you for today very much.